Shopify store owners, there's one simple number that can tell you if your Google Shopping campaigns can grow further. Hey everyone, Kurt Prosser here. In today's video, I'm going to answer the question that I get all the time. Okay, and that is, how much sales am I missing out on Google Shopping? Or I get the question, what's the number or percentage that my sales could increase on Google Shopping? Okay. Now, for those who don't know me, my name's Kurt Prosser. I'm an engineer, an Ohio State MBA grad turned e-commerce marketer. I'm managing partner at Easton Digital and own several Amazon private label brands. Now, again, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through a simple check, okay, that you can do in 5 minutes to see how much your sales could increase, okay, on Google Shopping. So let's get into it. Now, before I share my screen, there are 3 important things for you to understand, just to make sure we're all on the same page. One is how Google Shopping works, okay? By default, the way Google Shopping works is it pulls your product data feed, your product title, your description, all the information, and their algorithm just shows your ad for whatever Google's algorithm thinks is relevant, okay? Now, there's several things that go into it, your bid and your past date and all that stuff, but fundamentally the way it works is Google just shows your Google Shopping ad for whatever they think is relevant, and then you get that traffic, okay? Now, the second thing is there are 2 different types of campaigns. Two different types of Google Shopping campaigns. One is a smart campaign, and one is a manual campaign. Okay, the smart campaign is relatively new, okay, but that's more black box sort of, it's like the old AdWords Express if any of you remember that campaign type in Google. But basically you just say, Google, here you go. Here's a budget, here's an ad spend. You run it for me and hope that you get some results on there, okay? Now there's pros and cons to it, but I'm not gonna go into it in this video. The second Google Shopping campaign type is a manual campaign. A lot more work, a lot more advanced targeting, a lot more control, okay? And so typically the manual campaigns are done on more advanced accounts or accounts that really want to get granular with specific keywords, specific terms, specific products. A lot more work on the manual campaign. Typically an agency is going to do a manual campaign or a mix of smart campaigns and manual campaigns, okay? The third thing that's important for everyone to understand, so that we're on the same page, is there's many, many different types of campaign strategies and structures, okay? Within that manual campaign, man, there are tons of campaign strategies, all the way from beginner strategies, okay, up to super advanced AI-driven software strategies, okay? Wide range, okay? Here at Easton Digital, we use typically 2 types of campaign strategies. One is our KTC method, okay, and the second one is breakout campaign method and software. Now again, we have software to help us with some of these, so they're a little more advanced, but I have lots of videos on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page that walk you through that KTC and breakout campaign strategy. Okay, so those are the 3 things, so we're all on the same page. Now let me share my screen so I can show you this simple check that you can do to see how much your sales, how much potential you have for sales growth on Google Shopping. Okay. All right, so here's the first account that I want to share with you, and I'm going to use as an example for this video. Now, the first thing you're going to do is once you log into Google Ads, your Google Ads account, you're going to go over here to the left and click Shopping. Okay, this little button over here, Shopping Campaigns. That's going to bring up your list of shopping campaigns. In this account, they only have 1. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is go up here to Columns. Okay, you're going to go through, click Modify Columns, add in different performance, conversions. Okay, and this other little thing down here that everybody forgets about is competitive metrics. Okay, so you should see like clicks, impressions, click-through rate, cost, conversion rate, conversion value, search impression share, absolute top, lost, lost budget, click share. Those are going to be the important ones to look at. Okay, so once you do that, you will now get to see this valuable data. Okay, so if we look at this account, the big opportunity, okay, the big sort of opportunity for growth, all right, is evident by this impression share number. Okay, now for those who don't know, impression share is a measure of the number of impressions that you actually receive divided by the estimated number of impressions that you were eligible to receive. So, for example, if if you're selling a black dress and your ad just simply doesn't show, okay, you're not getting an impression, right? But if you are selling a black dress and your ad does show, you are getting impressions. So out of 100 times, if your ad shows 50% of the time, you're getting 50% impression share. Now, in this case, okay, they're getting a 31% search impression share. So that's 69% of the time that Google's algorithm thinks that they're eligible to show, but they aren't getting impressions. So theoretically, again, very theoretically here, they could triple, okay, their volume of traffic. Okay, now assuming similar conversion rates and similar click-through rates, right? They could triple their sales. Okay, now in this account, let's go back to this account. This account right here. Here is a campaign. They are okay. Well, this is the primary campaign. There's 3 campaigns here, but this is the primary one, clearly driving most of the traffic here. They're getting a 22% impression share. Okay, so theoretically, they could 5x their traffic. Okay, now why is that less than 100%? Okay, why aren't you showing up? Okay, that's where this lost and due to rank, lost due to budget. In this case, in this first case here, they're missing 69% of that traffic due to rank. Okay, rank, okay, is a measure of is basically your ad, determines your ad position. Okay, it is made up of your bid, your website quality, your context of the search, ad rank. It goes into a lot of things like relevancy, like is it relevant to what the person's searching for? What's the past data? If your click-through rate's really low, right, your ad rank's going to be lower. If your click-through rate's higher, the ad rank's going to be higher. So there's a lot that sort of goes into this this number of this rank number. Okay, the other one's budget. Okay, in this case, there's no volume missed due to budget. In this case, they are missing 49% of their potential traffic due to budget. So they're missing out on a lot of traffic due to budget. Okay, so that's the number. That's the search impression share number. That's what you want to look for. Okay. Now, for those of you that are more advanced or are really sort of have some experience with this, you may be thinking to yourself as well, do I want to show up for all these words, right? If I'm selling a gothic black dress, do I want to show up for the term black dress? Okay, that's the $1 million question. Okay, that's what a lot of people overlook. They don't think about, they don't talk about with their agency. If you're not talking with your agency specifically about what terms you should be showing up for, what terms you don't want to show up for, and start getting some understanding of that breakdown, then you're missing a huge opportunity. Okay, so let's look at this first example here. They're showing up 30% of the time. Is that good or bad? Again, theoretically, they could triple their traffic. They could triple their sales. But what are they showing up for currently? What is this targeting? Okay, this is the knock against smart campaigns. If you're using a smart campaign, you got to pay attention to this. Okay, because smart campaigns do not show you what you are showing up for. Okay, if I go into the smart campaign and look at my keywords and click search terms, right? Search terms here, boom, there's nothing. You have no clue. That's the downside of smart campaigns. It's just a black box. You have no clue what you're showing up for, what you're not showing up for. It's a mystery, okay? So while the smart campaigns are easy to set up, clearly there's a downside. That 30%, is it good traffic? Is it good terms? Is it bad terms? You just don't know. Now let's look at this second example. The second example, okay, we're going to go into this big campaign here, the higher volume campaign, and let's look at the keywords. Okay, let's look at search terms here. Boom. Okay, so you can see, some of these are good. Okay, caster wheels, wheels, not so much. Okay, that's not really a good term. Okay, so while we were missing 50% due to budget, okay, we're missing some due to rank, right? Some of this is not very good. Railroad wheels, right? They don't sell railroad wheels. Okay, so pallet jack wheels, maybe, right? That's a pretty good one. Cast iron casters, that one's pretty good. spring-loaded gate wheels. That one's actually pretty good, right? So, you have to start to look through this search term report to understand what you're showing up for and what you're not showing up for. Okay, so, if we go back to this campaign, right? They're missing 29% due to rank. Okay, now if they're doing a good job of really sculpting those keywords and pulling out negative keywords and junk stuff and making sure it's good traffic, then we can say that theoretically we could easily 5x that, double it, triple it, quadruple it to get more traffic going. Okay. But if you're using Smart Campaign, you just have no clue. Now, if you log in and look at your search terms and you're like, man, that's a lot of bad traffic, a lot of bad search terms I'm showing up for, okay, then this may be a little bit misleading. So you want to take a look at those search terms because, again, you don't want to show up for a lot of that junk stuff. You want to have a good negative keyword list to exclude that and avoid running ads on that. So, okay, so let me just real quickly show you an example of one that is done well. Okay, this is a campaign that we've been working on for a bit here. This has 5 different campaigns using our keyword targeted campaign strategy. And if we look at the search impression share, you can see these 3 campaigns are our home run campaigns. These are like our super valuable keywords that we always want to show up for. That these are big terms that drive big quotes, big orders, drive phone calls. This is sort of B2B client. So really, really good phone calls, good quality traffic. So we want to show up 88, 89, 99% of the time on these campaigns. Okay, very, very important. This campaign up here, 60%, 70%, that's probably okay. Okay, it's not our best terms, it's not a home run terms, okay? In this campaign here, 12%, that's when that's just like all the terms that Google thinks is relevant. I'm using air quotes now here. That one we want to have very, very low bid. That'd be like the black dress example, right? The gothic black dress example, that's our home run term. We want to show up 80, 90, 95% of the time on that, okay? So that is the number that you need to be looking at, okay? Search impression share. There's a lot that I can go into here, a lot of detail here. But if you're just wanting a quick, simple check, okay, look at your search impression share number, okay, see if you're losing out because of rank or because of budget. Budgets, it's easily fixable, right? You just increase your budget if it's profitable, right? If it's not profitable, right, or you not, it's not as good as ROAS you want to look at sort of breaking up those keywords, breaking into those campaigns, right? Focus your budget on the good quality traffic, okay? The low quality traffic like this one, right? Like just the dress, that one you can max out your budget on. You can lose some because of budget on that. I'm okay with that. But the good traffic, you need to get all your budget here. The rank on the other hand, right? Pay attention to those search terms. If it's good traffic, right? And you're still missing out, like this 88 here, we're still missing out some traffic on this. Now we got to look at your data feed. We got to look at the product titles, the description, the price. Okay, why are we missing out on some of that? What can we do to the data feed to better optimize, to better get higher relevancy score, higher click-through rate, higher numbers to get better placement? Okay, so we make sure we're getting as much search impression share as possible on these home run terms. Okay. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope it was valuable for you. If it was, click like or subscribe below. I try to post videos like this every week. But also, if you found it valuable, share it with colleagues, share it with your friends, share it with the groups. There's, just not enough small to mid-sized e-commerce stores really know, how much potential they're missing out on. There's a lot that are just stuck running smart campaigns or running, manual beginner level campaigns, or aren't using the strategies to really take their Google Shopping campaigns to the next level, okay? And they just don't know that they're missing out on it. So, I want small to mid-sized e-commerce stores to look at their search and impression share number, okay? Look at your search terms and just get an idea. Am I missing out on traffic, okay? And if you are one of those stores, just reach out to us, right? We can do a free profit analysis for you to show you specifically how much profit you're missing out on, right? There's no obligation, there's no phone call, no anything like that. Just do it. We can do a free profit analysis to give you a detailed report and how much profit you're missing out on. And if you're a good fit, if you want to take the next level, we could schedule a call to with myself or one of my team members where we can dive right into your account and really point out some of these things for you, and answer any questions that you have right on the phone, so you can get better understand how much potential you have, or how much potential you're missing out on, or how much wasted ad spend you're just throwing out the door. So again, that's it for today's video. Cheers.